Catholic Media Guyana here. I'm Gabriel Lall. It's the third Sunday in February, the Sunday before next week's holiday, national holiday. Today is February 16th. It's good to be here with you and talking about Jubilee year and how that prompts to speak here about caring for the environment, one Catholic social truth, and to write about it in the Catholic Standard at different times. Today, caring for the environment. The communities that are part of the natural environment, the timeless environment that is our hinterlands, our big forests, for which we get carbon credits. This forest canopy that is a carbon blessing for the world, that our eyes are look to hear, and we get money for it. We've got thousands, about somewhere between 12 and 15% of the population of this country that are scattered around various far-flung communities. The environment has been theirs from the beginning. They have cared for it. They have respected it. They've honored it. And for those contributions, they should be held on a pedestal. But we have now this clash of development, of priorities, of exploration. And in not caring for the environment, or when the environment is overly worked, then the people who are closest to it, the people who depend on it, they suffer the most. They bear the brunt. We've got gold mining being done by foreign companies, huge gold mining exercises, projects. I think that's a wonderful thing. On the one hand, jobs, infrastructure, some money perhaps put back into the community. Those are positives. But when you've got underground mining using sophisticated machinery, you're going to create some sounds there that is going to tamper with the delicate balance of the environment. You're not only digging up the earth from deep down, where are you going to put those? What are you doing to the rivers? What is happening to the sounds that reverberate, that echo out of those mining pits, those mining excavations? And what do they do to the animals on which the indigenous community have had a long relationship and a long dependency on? Does it chase them away deeper into the forest? I think it would. Does it decimate the areas that are available to our indigenous community already strapped for assets and resources to harvest? Do we crowd them into a corner when we don't care for the environment? When a source of food, wildlife, marine life becomes scarce because business interests comes first. Caring for the environment means that we must care for the seas and the rivers, the flora and the fauna, and the people. Not necessarily in that order. And the people. We do not and should never say or think, oh, they're just a voting demographic that comes around during election time, and otherwise their voices should not be heard. Their concerns should not be tabled. I am tabling that, and others have tabled it, and they've written to other places. And I'm saying Business development and pursuits can coexist side by side with the needs of the indigenous community. Again, balance that we said, like we said before, like I said before, we care for the God's creation, we care for God's environment. And when we despoil it, we being whomever, through policy, through practice, through negligence, through recklessness, when we despoil it, God is not pleased. Of course, his poor, his vulnerable, are subjected to greater stresses. He doesn't like that. And this is what has happened the world over. And we are talking about the rights of Native people. And in Guyana, it comes to not very much when money and profits are part of the equation, part of the mixture. And there are so many facets, so many elements, features in caring for the environment that are important. They are important, that they must not be neglected or pushed on the back burner. And I think we have to be careful there. For this is what distresses our people. This is what damages the environment. And this is what we need to address in a responsible way at different levels in this country. I'm Gabriel Lall. This is Catholic Media Guyana. Thank you for listening this Sunday, and do have a blessed Sunday and a good week ahead by the grace of God.